140 in the back of your book. Here we go. And you can see 140, we just had countable and uncountable nouns from 9a. Do you remember this one? Yeah, okay. So now we're going to have a look at quantifiers. This is the answer to the question, how much, how many? Okay, so here we go. Quantifiers. How much sugar do you eat? And the answer, a lot. I eat quite a lot of sugar. Okay. A lot. I eat quite a lot of sugar. I eat a lot of sugar. I eat quite a lot of sugar. I eat a little sugar. I don't eat much sugar, and I don't eat any sugar. And you can also say, if you want a short answer, how much sugar do you eat? A lot, quite a lot, a little, not much, or none. Okay. Now this is much because sugar, we can't count sugar. We can't count liquids like milk or water, and we can't count powders like sugar or salt, or very small things like rice. Okay, so it's how much, and you notice there is never an S on the end of sugar. Okay, because we can't count it, so it's singular. If you look at the countable ones, things that we can count, sweets, carrots, potatoes, apples, bars of chocolate, spoons of sugar, okay, then we can count it, and it has an S on the end because it's plural, and the answers are a little bit different, and the question, of course, is how many with an S, okay? So how many sweets do you eat? And the answer is still a lot and quite a lot. We can use that for everything. Also none we can use, but in the middle we can see instead of a little, we say a few, and instead of not much, we say not many. So for example, if somebody says how much English do you speak, you will say a little, okay? If someone says how many words of English do you know, you will say a few, because words we can count, but a whole language we can't, okay? Don't forget at the bottom, a lot of and lots of mean exactly the same thing. You can say he eats a lot of cheese, or he eats lots of cheese. And the one thing you must remember is lots of course, there's no a in front of it, because there's never an a before the word and an s on the end of the word, okay? Never. Right, here's the answers then. Anyway, we use how much with uncountable nouns, and we use how many with plural countable nouns. Yeah, so that means if you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's how many. We use a lot of with countable and uncountable nouns for a big quantity. We can say quite a lot of if it's a medium amount. A little and not much if it's a small quantity, or a few and not many when you can count it. Okay, and of course not any if it's zero, if it's nothing. We can use a lot of in all of these. Okay, you can say not a lot of. Okay, I don't eat a lot of sugar. I don't eat a lot of sweets. It's much easier if you use a lot of all the time. Okay, we nearly always use a lot of in positive sentences. We don't say I have many friends. We say I have a lot of friends. Okay, we don't say there is much water over there. We say there's a lot of water. Okay, so use a lot of is much easier. If it's negative, we can say I don't drink a lot of, and we can ask questions. Do you drink a lot of? Okay, but yeah, you need to know much if we can't count it, like water or coffee, and many if we can count it, like bananas and apples. Okay, it's also possible to use a lot of in negatives and questions. I recommend that you do that, but not in the exercises that are coming next. Okay, let's do the exercises on the next page. And if you're not sure where that is, maybe I've gone a bit too quickly. So from page 140, this is page 141. We're going to do the exercises in the back to practice. You need to decide how much or how many, and I'm going to make it very easy for you, okay? If the next word has an S on the end, it will be how many, because we can count it. Shall we try that? So you think number 2, how many cans? Yeah. Correct. What's the next one? How many chocolates? Yeah. What's the next one? How many bottles? Yeah. Yep. How many tins? Okay. And how many biscuits? Yeah. Correct. Okay. That means when I press reveal for the other ones, they should all be how much? Okay. I want you to read through these ones, read each sentence so that it makes sense to you, because there's some good questions here. Some in the present, how much sugar do you put in your tea? And some in the past, how many cans of Coke did she drink? Okay. We've also got an is there here. Look at this. And of course that one's going to be how much, do you think? How much orange juice is there in that carton? Let's have a look, shall we? Have we got anything wrong? And no, we haven't. So how much if you can't count it? No S. How many if you can count it with an S? Okay. Right. I'm going to let you do the next one on your own. But first, let's look at it. It's over here. And what you need to do is you need to find the correct word. Sometimes there's a mistake. Sometimes you've got to decide, is it much or many, or a little or a few, depending on if you can count it. And some of them are just rubbish. Okay. So if you press pause now, and then I will give you the answers when you press play again. Okay. So please press pause now. Do the exercise, and we'll check in a moment. Right, hello, welcome back. Let's have a look at the answers. So it is a lot of sweets. You can't say a lot sweets. It's got to have of. It's genitive if you have that in your language. How much chocolate do you eat? Can't count it. A little. My husband doesn't drink much coffee. We can't count coffee. We can count cups of coffee, and you will hear 2 coffees, please. But that means 2 cups of coffee. Okay. How much fruit did you buy? We haven't had this one, but quite a lot is the correct answer. You can only say quite a lot of when it's of something. We need a noun. Quite a lot of fruit. Quite a lot of milk. Quite a lot of fish. Okay. Quite a lot of people. Not that you eat them. So quite a lot. Full stop. Okay, that was a terrible full stop. Let me try another sound effect. That's better. Okay. We eat a lot of fish. Okay, not much. We don't say much when it's a positive sentence. I told you it's easy. Do your children drink any milk? No, not much. That's not much milk. Not many children. Okay. Donna ate her hamburger, but she didn't eat many chips. S on the end. We can count chips. How many vegetables do you eat? Well, this is actually 0, so it's none. Okay. Don't forget, any goes with not. Yeah. How many vegetables you eat? None. I don't like them. Phew, terrible. Right. I have a cup of tea and a little cereal. No S on the end, so it must be a little, not a few. Do you eat much meat? Quantity again. No, I don't eat any meat. I'm a vegetarian. Haha. Yeah, we've got not here, so not any. We use no on its own, but we use not any together. So you can't say I don't eat no meat. Some people, some English speakers say something similar to that, but it's wrong. Okay, it's not what you want to learn. Okay, right, we finished there. We're going to go back to page 72 now.